As Eren broods in his prison cell, one thought plagues his mind. If he manages to capture Rod and unlock the Founder, who will be in control? In this scenario, Eren never encountered the Smiling Titan, nor did he kiss Historia's hands and foresee the rumbling, so he has no idea how it works. Eren is also concerned about Rod because he fought to keep humanity ignorant during the uprising, and he might try it again now. But with Marley's invasion imminent, Eren has to throw caution to the wind. Unlike in the original, Eren and the Survey Corps remain on decent terms, even though Levi and Hanji were furious at Eren for acting alone, considering the fact that the noble families betrayed the island. Reiner was going to die, and Zeke was about to be captured. They can't blame Eren for keeping his plans secret, and Eren needs their help as well. Because the attack on Iberio failed, and the people still support King Fritz, Floch struggles to gather Jaegerists to support Eren. This means he'll need the Survey Corps to make up the difference. Kenny has kept Rod under watch, but now that the military police plans to control the Founder, Rod has been moved underground, but he's found a way to capture him. Back in Marley, Zeke continues to get interrogated, but he never breaks. Magath is desperate to know why a royal-blooded Titan is needed to unlock the Founder. He had already investigated Sava's research, but found nothing. Marley's military decides to force Zeke to have kids, so they can unlock the Founder later. The main priority is to capture Eren. Marley already knew about Rod Rice, but the Mid-East Alliance prevented them from acting on it. They relied on Paradis' ruling families to provide intel until the attack on Iberio. Now they will launch a full invasion to recover the Founder and conquer Paradis. Something I forgot to mention in the last part is Willy Tiber confronts Kiyomi about her secret dealings with Paradis. He threatens to expose her as a traitor if she doesn't work with Marley instead. The end result is she never brings Paradis the flying boats. Rod Rice reflects on his brother Uri and his father. Rod knows the truth of the world, but he doesn't understand why those two rejected war. Is there something that he was missing? Rod continues to ponder this even after he's informed the ritual will begin. The government has ordered Reiner and Eren to hand over their titans. Reiner has accepted dying to defend Paradis, but Eren hasn't. He plans on using the ritual to his advantage. Kenny and Eren know that the transferal will happen beneath the Rice Chapel, which makes it the perfect opportunity to capture Rod. Kenny's high-ranking position means he'll be present for the ritual, so he can wait for the perfect opportunity. The plan is the Survey Corps will break Eren out of prison. This will force the government to give Rod Rice the Armored Titan immediately to prevent Reiner from helping Eren. Kenny will be present in the ceremony, and he'll use his squadron to fight alongside the Jaegerist and Reiner to capture Rod and escape. They will rendezvous with Eren. Reiner will say his goodbyes, and Eren will unlock the Founder. Kenny communicates the plan to Eren, and Floch informs Reiner and the Survey Corps. Eren destroys his cell, but without the Warhammer, he has no way to block his escape. Eren has to fight his way out, and with the Survey Corps' help, he manages to escape and heads to the meeting point in Shiganshina. On cue, the government begins the ritual with Rod out of fear that Reiner will escape as well. Reiner watches the NPs bring Rod out and prepare the serum. This is when Kenny's supposed to break him out of the chains, and they escape. But Kenny never appears. Reiner begins panicking as Rod transforms. He gets devoured, and only then does Kenny's squadron and the Jaegerist attack. they slaughter the MPs and escape with the Rod. While the plan was to attack before Rod transformed, Flock and Kenny secretly decided otherwise. Flock believed Eren would hesitate if Reiner lived, and that would prevent him from becoming the devil Paradis needed. Kenny thought the same, but he mainly wanted to see if Eren could break through what Uri couldn't. Also, he's excited to see the rumbling, and he won't let friendship get in the way of it. At this time, both Kenny and Eren are moving to Shiganshina because the government evacuated it to test the rumbling. Eren had a head start, but was slowed down because of the constant fighting, while Kenny's able to move faster because no one's noticed him yet. None of them know that Marley has begun their invasion, which happens much quicker this time. Marley has accurate intel on Paradis' defenses thanks to the noble families. Their ports weren't destroyed this time by Armin, and Magath was planning the logistics for years now. The warriors led by Marcel infiltrate the island before the invasion arrives. Marcel is surprised to learn that the noble families weren't imprisoned for treason, and the corrupt MPs were still on guard. This was because Eren and Kenny were too focused on rescuing Zeke and later capturing Rod to confront their treason. Marcel asks the nobles about Eren, and they tell him that he's escaped and the government's planning to give Rod the armored titan. Marcel presses them about Eren's infiltration of Marley. They push back and tell Marcel that they sent messages warning them that Eren went missing. Peak suggests that they head to the Rice Chapel to capture Rod and Reiner. On the way, they overhear MPs panicking over the Rice Chapel being attacked. Bertholdt wonders if Eren did it, but Peak corrects him because if it was Eren, the rumbling would have already started. It was probably his comrades. Marcel knows that Shiganshina was evacuated and assumes that Eren will rendezvous there. Peak transforms into the Cart Titan, and the trio heads to Shiganshina at full speed. The Survey Corps arrive at Shiganshina, and they witness Marley's airships devastating the garrison and the surrounding districts. It reminds Eren of the Colossal Titan destroying Shiganshina when he was a kid, and he's determined to defend his home. The Survey Corps join him and attack Marley's ground forces, but they have no way to bring down Marley's airship. Eren spots a paratrooper transforming, and it was the Warhammer. Laura had come to avenge her brother. She attacks Eren, while snipers prevent anyone from intervening. Eren dodges her strikes until she tires out. Levi and Mikasa evade the snipers to ambush Laura, but then a massive explosion shakes the battlefield. Bertholdt and Marcel had arrived. The Cart Titan's speed and endurance allowed them to beat Kenny. Laura sees Eren's focus slip and materializes a massive pike, which impales Eren. Marcel transforms and charges at Eren's position. Levi tells Mikasa to protect Eren while he intercepts Marcel. At the same time, Bertholdt begins devastating the battlefield while moving towards Eren's position. Eren transforms again to escape the crystals, and since Laura never hid her body, Eren charges at the Warhammer to assist Mikasa. They manage to pin down the Warhammer, only for Eren to get shot by Peak. Bertholdt gets to Eren's position, and no one could slow him down, thanks to his steam and Marley snipers protecting his legs from Levi's squad. Kenny and Flock arrive and see that the situation is dire. Flock rallies the Jaegerists for a suicide charge, so Kenny can slip through and deliver Rod to Eren. Rod Rice is conscious, and he passively accepts. While Bertholdt loses focus, Peak suspects it's a bait and remains focused on Eren. This allows Armin to sneak up on her and destroy her Cart Titan. Laura sees Kenny and tries to stop him. Kenny drops off Rod to Mikasa before attacking her. Mikasa brings Rod to Eren, who already left his Titan form to meet him. Eren and Mikasa realize what Kenny did to Reiner, but neither have time to be angry. Eren touches Rod, and they get sent to the path. Ymir ignores Eren and waits for Rod's commands. Rod still wants to know what made the first king, and later his father and Uri, reject war. Rod commands Ymir to show him the world's history, and he learns her backstory and witnesses the atrocities committed by Eldia and later Marley. Rod finally understands why his father never fought back, but he can't accept Paradis being destroyed. Rod activates the rumbling, not to destroy Marley, but to reaffirm the threat that the world will be destroyed if a nation attacks Paradis. Eren is surprised, but insists that it's only a temporary peace, and it forces children to eat their parents like livestock every 13 years to maintain the peace. Rod chains Eren to the floor and tells him that it's the will of God. Outside, the colossal titans emerge. Kenny begins celebrating as Marcel panics and abandons the warriors. He needs to save Porco, and will use Marley's airships to do so. Magath and Peak follow behind him, but the airships race off to fortify the mainland, leaving them behind. Marcel realizes that Porco will die, and he collapses as he's lost the will to fight. When Marley retreats, Rod calls back the Colossals and rebuilds the walls. He follows that up with commanding Ymir to wipe everyone's memories. Rod wants to recreate his paradise. Eren freaks out and lunges at Ymir. He offers her a way to get vengeance and escape enslavement. Rod stops Eren while grabbing Ymir and screaming at her to follow his orders. Like in the original, Ymir chooses Eren. The walls that were just rebuilt shatter again, and the Colossals begin marching towards Marley. Floch declares victory, and people rally around him because Marley's invasion destroyed Shiganshina and much of Wall Rose's territory. Hanji and Armin attempt to rally the warriors to stop Eren, but without the flying boats, they have no way to chase down Eren. Kenny continues watching the rumbling until he moves on to something he's been putting off for a while now. He begins hunting down the nobles that betrayed the island. Eren completes the rumbling, but because Mikasa never kills him, Ymir's curse remains. Peak, Marcel, Bertholdt, and Ani are declared criminals, but the question of who will inherit their titan causes conflicts. Eren returns to Paradis a broken person, while the Jaegerists celebrate him as a hero. He knows that once he dies, someone after him will abuse the founder. The best solution he can think of is creating a vow that blocks anyone from using the founder after him. And that wraps up this What If. Thank you to everyone that watched all 4 parts, and I'll see you next time.